Good morning to one and all. Today we are going to see the topic as friend functions with many sample programs. What is a friend function? First, what do you mean by your friend? Simply one example. இப்போ என்ன செய்ய போகிறோன்னா இப்போ நமக்கு பைக் ஒன்று இருக்குது. இப்போ அந்த பைக்கை யாரெல்லாம் யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க? அந்த பைக்கை நான் யூஸ் பண்ணுவேன், என்னோட ரிலேட்டிவ்ஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க. இதுக்கு மட்டும்தான் பர்மிஷன். எக்ஸ்ட்ராவாக என்ன செய்கிறோம், ஒரு ஃப்ரெண்டுக்கு வந்து பர்மிஷன் கொடுக்குறோம். இது வந்து என்னோட பைக் தான், எனக்கு வாங்கி கொடுத்தது என்னோட பேரண்ட்ஸ். அதே மாதிரி என் ரிலேட்டிவ்ஸ் வந்து என்னோட பைக் வந்து யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். பட் எக்ஸ்ட்ராவாக ஒரு பர்சனுக்கு நம்ம வந்து பைக்கை ஷேர் பண்ணுறோம் அப்படின்னா அது யாராக இருக்க முடியும்? ஃப்ரெண்டாக மட்டும்தான் இருக்க முடியும். ஸோ ஒரு ஃப்ரெண்டுக்கும் என்ன செய்கிறீங்க, பர்மிஷன் வந்து கொடுக்குறோம் அந்த பைக் யூஸ் பண்ணுறதுக்கு. அதே போல் தான் இங்கே இப்போ ஒரு கிளாஸ் இருக்குது. கிளாஸ்க்குள்ளே நம்ம என்ன செய்கிறோம், வேரியபிள்ஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணிகிட்ருக்கோம். ஸோ அந்த கிளாஸ்க்குள்ளே தான் வேரியபிள்ஸ் ஆர் மெம்பர் ஃபங்க்ஷன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். ஸோ மெம்பர் ஃபங்க்ஷன், வேரியபிள் இதெல்லாம் இதில் யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம், அந்த கிளாஸ்க்குள்ளே மட்டும்தான் யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம். வேரியபிளாக இருக்கட்டும், மெம்பர் வேரியபிள் அண்டு ஃபங்க்ஷன்ஸ் எல்லாமே. இப்போ என்ன செய்ய போகிறோம், கிளாஸ்க்கு வெளியில் இருந்தால் நம்ம என்ன அதர் பர்சன் ஃப்ரெண்ட் அப்படிங்கிறது இட் இஸ் நாட் அஸ் அண்ட் இட் இஸ் நாட் அ ரிலேட்டிவ் கிடையாது. ஸோ அதே மாதிரி தான் ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷனை அந்த கிளாஸில் இருந்து வெளியில் ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷனை கொடுத்து நம்ம ஃப்ரெண்ட் ஃபங்க்ஷனாக யூஸ் பண்ண போகிறோம் இங்கே. ஸோ அது எப்படிங்கிறத பார்க்கலாம். ஃப்ரெண்ட் கிளாஸ் கேன் access private and protected member of other classes in which it is declared as a friend. So what we are going to say is that is a friend class can be accessed. So it is an access specifier. It can access private or a protected member from the other classes also. So we can declare as a friend function. It is sometimes useful to allow a particular class to access private and protected member. So it is the access specifier. It allows everything private and protected members all. Friend function is specified outside the class bodies and is not a part of the class. Suppose if we are writing the class name inside member variable functions, everything we are using, but we are going to write our friend function only outside the class body. It is not a part of the class. So definition of friend function is specified outside the class body and is not treated as a part of class. Next, the major difference between member function and the friend function is that member function is accessed through an object, while friend function requires object to be passed as a parameter. So normally how you will use the class, we are using the class name, inside members will be there. In main function, how we will call our member function and variables, we will create the object using the class name. By using the object we will call the member functions and variables. But in friend function we are not going to create the object. Instead of, we are passing parameters to use that function. For example, a linked list class may be allowed to access private member of a node. Then we can declare a friend class in C++ by using the friend keyword. That is, before the function, just we are going to add a friend as a keyword. That's all. This is the syntax of the friend function. What will be the normal class name? Always what we will do, class name we will declare. Before that we are going to use the keyword friend. That's all. No other differences. This is normal program. Class ABC, something we are going to give us a member variable, and in public we are going to declare our friend function. That is friend. This is the member function. We are going to put friend as a keyword. Friend void xyz object of the class. This is using this object of the class we are going to the pass the parameters. Here another example, class geeks. This is the base class, friend class. Another we are creating GFC. This will be then friend function. After that we are calling that using the statement. Friend function in C++. How we are going to another example, class name, then private variable, protected variable. These are the member variables. And using the friend function syntax, we are going to add here friend any return data type and function name argument list. After that, we are closing the braces and return type function name we are going to give here. So here are as usual class declaration, as usual member variable. We have to tell this function is used outside using friend function. Okay, that is outside the class only we are going to use the function. So this outside function is not using what are the variables inside. So this class to be known. This function is used as a friend function. That is in simple example. Already one example I told them. That is my bike is used by my friend. So that should be informed to our relatives. They should know. So like that we have to tell these functions are used in the used as a friend function. Then what are the characteristics of the friend function? First, it is not in the scope of the class. Yes, it does not use any scope. It should use a dot operator for accessing the member. Surely, perhaps the most common use of friend function is overloading operator for input output. It cannot be called using object of that class. It can be public or private. It can be invoked like a normal function. It has object as argument. So first it is not a scope of the class. Then for accessing the members it should use a dot operator. Then after that it is commonly used if we are using function overloading, same as extraction transition operator we can use for input and output. Then it cannot be called using object of the class. We are not going to create object for the friend function. Then wherever in public or private it can be used. And as usual it can be invoked as a normal function. It has object as an argument. What are the advantages of friend function in C++? A friend function allows the programmer to generate more efficient code. Yes, how it is? Mostly it is very useful in the multiple classes. Many classes can be created and only one friend function is created to link all the classes. Understood? So like that we can generate more efficient codes. It allows the sharing of private class information by a non-member function. What it is a non-member function? It is not a part of that class. So by using the friend function, we share the private class to everyone. It accesses the non-public members of the class easily. That is, what are the normally what we will do in one class we will declare private public class, and whatever it is in public class that can be shared by everyone. But if by using the friend function, non-public members of any classes can be easily accessed because we are making as a friend to the all the classes. It is widely used in cases when two or more classes contains the interlinked members related to other parts of the program. So this is well used in the multiple classes. 4 to 5 classes we can create, and only one friend function is created. We are relating all the 4 to 5 classes with that friend functions. So all classes get communicated to the functions separately. For 5 classes need not be declared 5 member functions. Simple one friend function can be created and can be interrelated members. It allows additional functionality that is not used by the class commonly. So many functionalities it can be used. This is the simple example program using the friend function. Just we are going to print the length of the box. So what is this? Class box. We are declaring length as a private member. In public we are going to create one constructor. This is the default empty constructor. So we are creating boxes in constructor and length as a 0 variable. Here we are not passing any values. So closing the bracket, and here we are using the friend function as that is integer print length box. So this inside this member function we are not giving, just we are intimating I am going to use the friend function with this. So here inside that is box, parameters added, that is object is added. Here you creating object, we are not calling the functions, we have to pass the objects as the parameters. So here we are using that, this is the function name, integer print length is the function name. Before that we are using the friend as a keyword, so it becomes the friend function. Then we are closing the classes. Now we are declaring, this is the declaration of the friend function. After that we are initializing what is the function. So integer print length in box B. So box B is what we are creating as an object, box B. Now we are calling b dot length. B dot length is equal to 100. B dot length is equal to 10. We are initializing values and we are going to return that values. So this is how we are using the friend function. Integer main, box B, see out length of the box, print length, in bracket you have to give B. So it automatically prints the output, length of the box is 10. The values are called. Next, function friendly is used for the multiple classes. Multiple classes, here two classes are used. What are the classes? XYZ and ABC. So here what we done is class ABC, next class XYZ. Why we are giving this ABC? We are telling another class ABC we are going to create. Why it is, I will be telling later. First class XYZ, we are initializing the variable X as integer. Then in public we are going to set data, simple program. Void set data, then in bracket we are initializing the variable integer A, X is equal to A. Then what we are doing, we will declare what functions we are going to use. So void max we are going to member function. That member function is going to be used as a friend function. We are declaring the function here. So inside the bracket what we have given, XYZ comma ABC. XYZ is an first class name, this is XYZ class name. Here giving ABC. So why we are giving ABC? So we are making, I am going to use multiple classes and going to use one function. So we have to know. Okay. After the next line only we are going to introduce class ABC. Class ABC இங்கே தான் நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ண போகிறோம். So before that we are giving friend void max xyz comma ABC. So because of that, in the starting line class ABC we are telling, in this class ABC telling I am going to use this class ABC. So if it give means error won't be there. We are intimating before itself this is another class we are using and we are calling here while declaring the friend function. So what it means, this friend voice max function is friend to both these classes. So we are introducing our friend. We are introducing our friend. He is not only friend to me, he is the friend for the other person also. So understood? So this void max is friend for both XYZ and ABC. Here we are introducing. After that we are closing this class XYZ. Next class ABC. As usual here y is declaring set data y is equal to A and the same line should be repeated here. We have to tell to this also, that is void max is friend to the, this function is friend to XYZ and the ABC. Closing. Now we are using the function void max. We have to, for both the classes we have to create the object. Then we are comparing just t1 dot x is greater than t2 dot y. See out we are going to print the both these values x and y. Then in main function for ABC we are creating an object xyz variable, setting data as 20 and 35. We are calling the friend function max xyz and we are returning the values. What we are returning, which is the greater, that is 20 is greater than 35, so 35 will be the greater. We are printing the output. Important points about friend function and classes. What are the important points? Friend should be used only for limited purposes. Too many functions or external classes are declared as a friend of a class with protected or private data access means the value of encapsulation of separate object in object oriented programming. So this is for multiple classes friend can be used, but only for limited purpose we have to use it because of the lessons of the concept encapsulation. Friendship is not mutual. If class A is friend of B, then B does not become a friend of A automatically. Yes, absolutely. I have to surely inform. Friendship is not inherited. Friendship is not a does not come under the concept of inheritance. The concept of friend is not in Java. 1 C++ we have the concept.